Yeah, look, Niall, there's huge issues with the roads out there, and I suppose the first thing we got to accept and understand is our roads didn't get bad overnight. They didn't get bad yesterday, the day before. I suppose our roads have been getting depleted over the last number of years, I suppose for a number of reasons. I suppose we haven't had the same amount of investment in our roads that we've had for the past 20 years. In the last 8, the investment in our roads has gone way down. And I suppose, look, the big thing is 400 of the outdoor staff of Cork County Council have either retired or have been deployed to another department and they haven't been replaced. So the outdoor staff of the council, we need to increase those numbers big time, because look, they are the frontline staff, they are the staff on the ground, and they are the most important and the key part of the roads. We pay massive road tax, we pay local property tax, you know, we pay for all these services, and it's not good enough to say, you know, we don't have the money. Yeah, I suppose the big disappointment about the broadband, Niall, is the broadband plan, the national broadband plan, is now turning into a bigger fiasco as the National Children's Hospital was. There are so many people, thousands of people, all over the country, but especially here in West Cork and rural parts of West Cork, that don't have proper broadband. And what I am being told at the doors by several people is, you know, some of these people could work from home, they could live at home and work from home if they had proper broadband. So it is something that we have to tackle. Like, we have to stop accepting what we've been getting all along. There is a plan in place. A plan in place is no good unless it's implemented. You know, people are genuinely worried about their health, and the services, the basic services. There's a huge concern around the basic services. So if you simplify them to the basic ones we have here in West Cork, Bantry Hospital obviously is always a huge issue, or ambulance service is always a huge issue. And recently I was out in Bear Island canvassing, and a massive issue out there is they no longer have 24/7 nurse cover. They lost it recently, and again they lost it because of a cut. And what that does, and that has a huge knock-on effect, because you have elderly people living in the island, they're worried, they have anxiety about not being able to get a nurse if they need it. Then you have young people that are considering moving back into the island and maybe having kids, and of course they're worried then because we may not have this cover. So that's a huge issue. And I suppose, look, what we got to do, and again, look, if I get elected, what we got to do is we got to ensure all these services are maintained, and not just maintained, they're improved. I suppose we're very lucky in the hospital we have in Bantry Hospital, because look, it's a fantastic hospital with fantastic staff. Anybody that has been in there, the care they've received, you know, they'll tell you it's second to none. And there's a lot of like day procedures that we could be doing here in Bantry Hospital rather than sending people off to CUH. So these kind of things we need to improve on. Like, surely it's much easier to bring a consultant to Bantry, either one day a week or one day a fortnight, and do all these procedures rather than sending our old and vulnerable people 100 miles cross country into a hospital that is already jammed out the door. Yeah, Niall, I suppose, look, the environment has become a huge issue. I suppose as a nation, as a people, we have become more aware that, you know, that we have to look after the environment better. You know, we have become better at recycling. We can do more, obviously. Look, we have some fantastic being recycling centres here in West Cork. Unfortunately, a few years ago, look, the hours were reduced from a full 5-day week to 2.5-day week. So look, that's something we got to work on. I suppose we got to continue to encourage people to recycle. I suppose the big issue with the environment here in West Cork is probably the granting of the licence for the kelp harvesting in Bantry Bay, you know, which will have a detrimental effect on Bantry Bay. And look, I suppose we all know how important Bantry Bay is from a tourism point of view, from a fishing point of view, but also from an environmental point of view. And I suppose, look, there is a group, that I have met with the group, I have offered them my support, and I will support them because I think it's the right thing to do. I think if it goes ahead, the mechanical harvesting goes ahead, and what they're proposing, it will do untold damage to the bay. Yeah, well, look, I suppose what we got to do is we got to simplify any issue or any problem, and try and find the root of the problem. And look, we have spoke about football teams failing to field, post offices closing, shops closing, and I suppose the common denominator in that is all our young people have moved away. I suppose predominantly West Cork, our 3 big employers were farming, fishing and tourism. So we got to continue to support those 3 industries and work on them and improve them. But we also got to diversify now, because if we don't, parishes will die, parishes are dying. How we're going to address it is we got to get jobs back into West Cork, sustainable jobs. So what we got to do is we got to set up hubs and we got to try and bring out these high-tech jobs. But in order for us to do that, we got to incentivise the companies to come here. So whether that's through a tax break from national government, or we as a local authority would give them a rates break, and we got to encourage them to come back out so that we can bring some of our young people back in. Look, I suppose my message, Niall, is it's a very simple message, you know. Look, I'm married to Fiona, I have 3 young kids, I live in the Beara Peninsula, and I suppose over the past number of months I've been canvassing, and we all have the same issues. Like, I understand the issues because I live them every day of the week. So my issues are no different to anybody else's issues that are listening to this. You know, we all have the same issues. So I think with that, I have a wealth of knowledge and to deal with those issues. So what I'd ask people on the 24th of May, you know, they may be committed to other parties or other candidates and in the past. So what I would ask this time round, you know, on the 24th of May, is to just give me this one chance, you know, just give me the loan of their vote, just this one time out. And then it's up to me after that to prove it, that I'll deliver for them.